Howdy, partners. Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate. We're going to talk about XRP, about a interesting theory that I have on the current state of the market. We're seeing a little bit of a bounce back after last night's sell-off. We'll talk about all the latest and the greatest, and also an update on XRP ETFs, when those could be coming maybe real soon. All I ask is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. We also have a surprise for Halloween, so you're going to want to watch all the way to the end to find out. And let's get into it. So currently XRP is sitting at $2.48. XRP pulled back all the way down to $2.37. Very interesting sell-off that we experienced, but still higher levels, of course, than we saw on Friday, October 17th. Bitcoin went all the way down to the support level. You can see here, right on the dot, and bounced off of it. Very interesting how it hit the support level and bounced off. Many times technical analysis works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Again, we use all the tools that we have in the market in order to help us get a picture that can give us a theory on what we want to do, right? As always, I'll never tell you what to do. Of course, it's up to you, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very important. I do not know what the market is going to do exactly day to day. Okay, very important. What we did see also from Ethereum, same thing. It hit the support zone here. Actually, I want to chart that out. While I'm doing that, if you forgot to smash the like button, now's the time to do so. But it's a very interesting day today, Freaky Friday. We've seen Friday show us sometimes, one way and then flip to the other side because of the expirations of options. The markets go a little bit volatile on Friday. So again, you have to take that into consideration as well. A theory that I had about the current situation, it's giving me a little bit vibes. I don't know, maybe because we've got good news from the Fed and good news from the president's meeting with the other president, right? The fear that caused the big sell-off on October 10th is basically not here anymore because of that meeting. And yet yesterday we saw sell-off, right? So it kind of feels like somebody, maybe a big dog, might be unraveling their assets a little bit. What my theory is and my concern is that on 10/10, a big institution or company or someone in the crypto market, a big dog, got liquidated significantly. Remember, there's over 20 billion that was liquidated on that day. And maybe they got into a very bad financial situation, and they have been unloading their assets in order to cover. Maybe their creditors or whoever is giving them a little bit time to cover their losses or something like that. Back then, it was Almeida and SBF that was doing all the shenanigans. Maybe this time something's happening behind the scenes that we don't know that is causing these sell-offs that we can't really understand why they're happening when we're having good news. Okay, so again, this is just my personal theory. I don't know if it's correct. This is just what I think might be happening in the market because the stock market is doing good, right? We haven't seen these massive sell-offs in the stock market, but crypto market has experienced this. Yes, crypto market is considered more volatile and higher, volatility than the stock market, but still, it's very weird action. People keep asking me, Avi, what do you think? Is this, normal? And I say, hey, listen, I'm kind of confused with this market as well. I understand why it's happening, but I am confused or perplexed about it as well. Because it's not behaving the way that I thought it was going to potentially behave. And this happens. This is part of the market. Now people are eyeing December or Movember, right? So we'll see. We'll see what potentially happens here. Okay. So again, be very careful and understand that there can be volatility in the market. Okay. We do have a big Halloween special event with our partner BTCC. If you're interested, we have this amount of XRP going out, and there are going to be some winners. It's going to be now for the whole month, and you can be part of it. So if you sign up using my link, you can go here through my website, and you can also get the indicator, right, as a gift if you're interested. And you can also sign up just to the email list if you're interested as well. Link is in the description down below. Please, please, please trade responsibly. Okay, you can make a lot of money with leverage, but you can also lose a lot of money with leverage. So please be careful. Okay, very, very important to remember. An update on the ETF. So Eleanor, great source of information. Eleanor, follow her on X. Follow me on X, by the way. I'll also link to that in the description at MakerLev, but I'll link to it and also in the pinned comment, so you can follow me there. I'm going to try to be a little bit more active on Twitter from now on, X. We'll see if I can keep my promise on being more active because it's hard for me. I'm not used to tweeting, right? Scoop. Canary Funds has filed an updated S1 for its XRP spot ETF, removing the delaying amendment that stops a registration from going auto effect and gives the SEC control over timing. This sets Canary's XRP ETF up for launch date of November 13th, so about 2 weeks from now, assuming the NASDAQ greenlights the 8A filing. Note, the government reopening could affect the timing, potentially moving it up if the filing is complete and the SEC is satisfied, or back if staff proposes additional comments. However, it's worth noting that the SEC chair himself seems to be on board with companies taking advantage of the auto-effective method. While not completely direct on ETF launches, the SEC chairman Paul Atkins said yesterday he was pleased to see companies like MapLight using the 20-day statutory waiting period to go public during the shutdown, praising the same legal mechanism Bitwise and Canary used to launch their SOL, HBAR, and LTC ETFs last week. So we saw these ETFs. SOL got there before XRP, and HBAR and Litecoin. Interestingly, by the way, to all the people that think that once the ETF comes out, it's going to be banana towns, right? SOL, it really didn't affect the price, right? Litecoin, it went up a little bit, but not, something, massive. It had a little bit of a pop, but maybe it was here right into Tuesday. Yeah, so it did have a little bit of a run up, about a 10% run up. The only one that did move big was HBAR, that did move up about 25%, but has come back, sold off a little bit since then. So again, to those who are talking about how for sure the price is going, this is one of the catalysts and yada, yada, yada. We don't know exactly how the market is going to react to an XRP ETF. We have the theory of what it could do long term, but again, there's no guarantees. We don't know exactly how the market, we've seen that the futures were successful, right? The CME futures were successful. We saw that the ROX Osprey one was very successful. We'll see how the spot ETFs react and how that affects the price of XRP. Remember, the Bitcoin one, it helped the price go up, and it was over multiple months. Ethereum was a big dud. It sold off after the ETF started trading, and it took time, right? And now it's back to good numbers, not crazy numbers, but good numbers. So again, I don't want you to put too much emphasis on the fact that maybe soon we'll have the ETFs, and that will be what starts a nice movement there for XRP. We'll see. Eric here from Bloomberg says, interesting. Although XRP docs didn't have the same comments back and forth with SEC that the Solana had, that was one reason issuers was felt they were ready. But hey, worth a try, I guess. So again, we'll see. We'll see if it eventually will come out and how potentially that will affect the price of XRP. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. I do not know exactly how the market is going to react to every news. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or to send me any money. Those are scammers. Please be very careful out there. Please read the disclaimer. That was by accident. Technical difficulty time. I pressed the wrong button. I'm still getting used to that. Remember, we have the promotion, right? So if you're interested, check that out as well. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, and I'll see you later.